motionless. On July 4, 2024, near Surf City in North Carolina, something truly unusual caught the eye of a local resident. The resident, whose identity remains unknown, spotted a strange black unidentified object hovering in the evening sky. What made this sighting particularly intriguing was the object's behavior. It seemed to hover motionless, with no visible means of propulsion. The witness quickly grabbed their phone and started recording. Since the video was captured from quite far away, I am not sure if there were any sounds of engines or rotors, but the most striking feature of this UFO was its strange, mysterious light. The object seemed to blink randomly with a bright blue glow, and like I said earlier, this wasn't the steady blinking pattern you'd expect from a plane or helicopter. Instead, the light pulsed in an irregular pattern with really illuminating glow. In the 25-second video, we can see the black UFO continuously blinking, standing out clearly against the sky. Its exact shape is hard to make out due to the distance, but if you look closely, it kinda looks somewhat like disc-shaped. As the camera zooms in, we get a better look at the strange blue light. What's interesting about this sighting is that throughout the short clip, the UFO doesn't seem to move an inch from its position at all. It simply hovers, defying normal explanation. The eyewitness had no explanation for what they saw. Some viewers suggest it could be a drone or experimental aircraft. Others, however, wonder if it might be something much more unusual, something far beyond our comprehension. But since the video is only around 25 seconds and there is no other sighting available, it's really difficult to draw any solid conclusions. So whatever this mysterious blinking UFO is, I leave it up to you to be the judge of that. Fade away. July 3, 2024, Santa Ana, California. On a warm summer evening, Alejandro Portillo, a local resident, was outside enjoying the pleasant weather when something really bizarre caught his attention high above in the sky. Alejandro realized that whatever he was looking at wasn't something ordinary, so without wasting a second, he immediately took out his phone and began recording the strange event. Take a look. As the camera kept recording, 3 mysterious black objects can be moving very slowly high above in the sky. At first glance, these objects appeared to be flying together, moving as a single unit. However, as the footage continues, the 3 black UFOs begin to separate. They drifted apart slowly and steadily, with no sudden movements or changes in direction. There was no sound of engines or any rotor noise you'd expect from an aircraft as shown in the video. What makes this sighting even more interesting is what Alejandro reported regarding this sighting. He said that when he first spotted the objects, they seemed to have a definite shape. However, as he continued to watch, something strange happened. The objects appeared to fade away gradually. It was as if they were slowly disappearing, becoming smaller and smaller until they were no longer visible. Alejandro was left puzzled by what he had seen. In his own words, all he could think of were 3 black orbs flying through the sky. He had no explanation for what these objects might be or where they came from. And from the video, it definitely doesn't look like planes or drones. Also have to mention that while Alejandro uploaded his video this month, the actual sighting took place a year earlier. It's not clear why he waited so long to share his experience, but the video does raise questions regarding these strange UFOs. Was it some sort of government project? Or was it something else entirely? Well, you decide. The teardrop-shaped UFO. On June 22, a family was out enjoying a good time at one of the beaches in New Orleans. As the family relaxed on the sand, one of them noticed something extremely peculiar in the sky just above the water. They quickly grabbed their phone and started recording. What they captured on video was unlike anything they had ever seen before. Take a look.
Is this the moon or like a UFO? Look at this! What is that? It's like the freaking Death Star! Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is my first UFO sighting of all time. Oh my gosh. What the? There's no clouds, there's nothing else out here. Just that speck of light.
The footage shows what looks like a weird, strange object floating in the air just above the water. By first look itself, it doesn't look like a bird, nor a plane, or even a drone. This thing was different. It looked like a bright pink or light orange blob against the grayish blue sky. The shape was odd too, not quite a circle, nor it looks like a triangle. It was more like a teardrop with a wider, round top that got skinnier at the bottom. The object didn't move much. It just hovered there without any movement. The person recording zoomed in, trying to get a better look. But even up close, it was hard to tell what exactly it could be. Some people might think the pink color was just because of the sunset. But if that was the case, then the pink effect should spread out in the entire surrounding as well. However, it doesn't look like that here. It was just this one strange blob that completely stood out. The person sounds excited when recording, and while recording, she does mention that no other objects were there apart from this strange pink UFO.
There's no clouds, there's nothing else out here. Just that speck of light.
So, did the family member capture something truly phenomenal? Or was it all just an elaborate hoax? As always, I leave it up to you to decide. Multiple peculiar transformation. Now before I move on to the next video, if you really appreciate the hours of work and effort that goes into creating these videos, then you can show your support by buying me a coffee by clicking the link in the description below, and I'll be more than thankful to you guys for all time. With that, let's get back to the video. On June 18, 2024, a local neighborhood resident captured something truly astonishing in Romania. It was a quiet afternoon, and the sky was clear and blue, a perfect day for being outdoors. The witness was in their backyard, simply enjoying the nice weather. As they looked up at the sky, something unusual caught their attention. High above, there was a small, dark object that didn't look like any aircraft they'd ever seen before. Curious, the individual quickly grabbed their phone and started taking a video of this mysterious object. Let's take a look. At first, the UFO appeared as a simple, dark spot against the blue sky. But as the eyewitness kept recording, things got really interesting. The UFO began to change its whole appearance, all while mid-flight. It had suddenly turned white and seemed to have an irregular shape. All of a sudden, it got bigger and brighter. The eyewitness couldn't believe what he was seeing. But guess what? The changes didn't stop there. After a few seconds, the UFO took on a more defined shape. It looked like a curved or hook-like form, completely white against the sky. It seemed to be rotating or changing its position. As the witness continued to record, the UFO transformed again. In the final seconds, it appeared larger and more spread out, like a fuzzy white cloud. But it definitely wasn't a normal cloud. It moved and changed too quickly for that. All of this happened in just a few minutes. The witness managed to take multiple clear shots showing the UFO's transformation and said that he hadn't altered the videos in any way. But since there isn't enough evidence for this video as of now, this encounter remains open for discussion. So, what do you think this object is? Something beyond human capability? Or was it just a prank or a really good elaborate hoax? You let me know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and watch my other videos as well, and also subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more UFO videos in the future.